Hello. Now this is audio number 3. The subject is, does your child need personal space? Now let's see how this question is going to be answered and why they really need that personal space. Now inside your child are gifts, are talent. Actually, to simplify it, every human being born into this world, they are born because there's a purpose behind their creation, and their purpose they are to carry out after their creation. So it's purpose that gives the impetus. It's purpose that's the story behind the creation of your child, of your daughter, of your son. They are created by a creator what a specific, unique, and a firm purpose for them. So that purpose is in them. That purpose manifests in forms of ideas, in form of visions, in forms of dreams, and their talents and their gifts that corresponds to that purpose. So in other words, the talents and the gifts, the mix of talents and gifts that your child has, answers to the purpose that your child was born to fulfill. So when the Bible says that as a parent, as a mother, as a father, you should raise up your child in the way they should go, that specific way is what I call purpose. So there is that purpose for your child. Now you can be sure that's not an easy feat for you and me, because purpose is only known to God, and God can only reveal it. But you see, the reason why I think the daughter of Pharaoh and the mother of Moses, they hid Moses, is because they could see the leader in Moses. Somehow they could see that Moses was not an ordinary child. Moses was golden. Moses was a special child. And because of that, they took risks to raise the child in the way he should go, in the way chosen for him by God. Now, it was God's intention for Moses to be raised in the palace, yes. But, of course, he wasn't to live in the palace. Okay? But it was eventually God was to choosing Moses to deliver the Israelites. But you see where it all began. So my point is this, that purpose and those talents and gifts, they need a personal space for them to be expressed. They must be expressed. And your child must start expressing that purpose and those talents and giftings as young as possible. Because if your child grows up understanding and realizing that they're just not an ordinary daughter or an ordinary girl or an ordinary boy, there is a divine reason behind their creation. If it gets to them, if it gets to their understanding that they're very special, they're very dear to God, directly, not even through you, but directly, heaven is aware that your girl or your boy is born, and that heaven is monitoring their movement or their lives or their progress, because heaven knows that each your daughter and your son have a purpose to fulfill. So personal space is allowing your child to express themselves, to talk, and you will realize that your child will always talk in a way that, takes you deeper. When Jesus was young, people will hear Jesus talk and they're like, no, Why this kid talking like he's an old person? He's a grown up. Because the talks of Jesus are always a clue that this is not an ordinary child. It's the same with your child. When you listen to the way your child talks, when you give them the personal space to express themselves, you realize, wow, how intelligent your child is. I'll give you, for instance, my daughter. When I listen to my daughter talk, she's an orator. She's a public speaker. She's full of confidence. She's very articulative. Ideas just flow, So when I look at her, I see wonder. I see how, a golden girl she is. I like her voice. It's a voice. It's not rough voice. It's a cool voice, yes, but it's full of confidence. So it's the same with you. When you give your child personal space, you're allowing them to interact with eternity. You're giving them an opportunity to interact with God. You're giving them an opportunity to live a purpose-driven lives. You're giving them an opportunity to express their gifts, to express their talents, and to become who God created them to become. And when you raise your child like that, they are children who are easy to parent because they are leaders. They recognize their leaders themselves, and they look up to you as somebody they can interact, somebody they can converse with, somebody they can dialogue with, somebody they can share their hopes, their visions, their ambitions, and people, somebody who is their confidant. So that is another reason why your child needs personal space. So does your daughter, does your son need personal space? Yes, they do.